Welcome back to the Silver Lining, where it's no filler, no fluff. We just keep it a buck. And today we're going to be doing a review of Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl. This album came out October the 3rd, 2025. All right, got the crew with me. Got Kurt in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? I had to put my hood on today, yo. My hair ain't done, yo. I'm looking crazy up underneath for this joint, man. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, and we got a surprise appearance here. We got Stan in the building. What's going on, brother?
Why is it a surprise? Why is it a surprise appearance? I don't really understand that.
Yes,
We
man.
doing
Look, I know.
Taylor Swift.
You doing Taylor Swift?
I know. Look, I know what we're talking about. We'll see what happens. I'm not. I am not a Swifty. I am not one of these Swifty people. These dudes that dissect the lyrics like the Da Vinci Code and shit like that. That's not me. But I listened to the album, so I had an opinion on it. So let's get to
Let's
it.
get it.
All right, so I'm gonna start off, and then I'm gonna come to y'all. For me personally, I thought this album was dope. I am actually a bit surprised by some of the hate that I've seen for this album because I think the album is good. Now, is it her best stuff? No, but this is a damn good album. Um, I think this album to me is a very good combination of really good storytelling within the writing while still being able to sound good on a sonic level. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's some
Mhm.
storytelling songs on here we're gonna get to, and she's doing great with telling the stories, but the songs still just sound good to the ear. Um, what I think is actually very interesting, right, is that I consider myself a big Taylor Swift fan, but I've never really been in line with the overall position of the Swifties. And I'll tell you why. If we go back to Taylor Swift's Reputation, I love Reputation. I think Reputation is one of her best albums. That album is a classic to me. But among the Swifties, that album was kind of looked at as like not being it. People didn't really like that album like that. And then if you look at um folklore, like Taylor, like Swifties consider folklore, that shit is like illmatic to them. Like people
Yeah,
love that
yeah,
album.
yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Like it was so stripped down. Like I like to like hear it overall musically. It was just so stripped down. Her writing, yeah, the writing was crazy on that. But the songs themselves, eh, I wasn't blown away. Same thing with Evermore. They loved that album. Like, it was cool to me. It wasn't. I wasn't blown away by it. But then Midnight's, man, Midnight's is incredible. Midnight's is my favorite album of the 2020s so far. Midnight's is everything. Midnight's is an absolute masterpiece to me. Among Swifties, though, so they lukewarm. They think it's just all right. So with this one, I've seen a lot of like Swifties that are just not feeling this album. And lo and behold, I think the album is dope. So that's just kind of how it is with how I view her music with like Swifties do. So I still consider myself a fan, but it seems like when the Swifties zig, I tend to zag. So I don't know. But
Mhm.
yeah, overall, I
Mhm.
think the album is dope. I think it's a dope album. We're gonna get to the songs, but overall, I think it's a dope album. And I'm gonna go to you, Kurt.
Well, you already know I'm a bona fide Swifty. And you left out 1989. That's my joint right there.
I love
That's
that one.
that's
Yeah, we're in
that's
line on that one.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
my favorite. That's my
yeah,
favorite Taylor
yeah.
Swift joint.
Okay.
It's a good album. Is it like you say? Is it her best? Is it even like maybe her top five? It might be five. It might be. You might can make an
Yeah,
argument,
it is.
but no, it's not her best work. No, it's not. But it's still good work. And I think the thing about Taylor Swift, her albums and her music has always aligned with what she's going through in life. You know what I'm saying? Like all her music, she break up with a nigga, you gonna hear it on her album. You know what I mean? And the next dude that she fall in love with, you're gonna hear it on the same album. She gonna break up with this dude in track 2, but she gonna get with this guy in track 8, and it's gonna be on the same album. Whatever her life is about is what she doing right now. She's at the top. She's more popular than she's ever been. She's more powerful than she's ever been. She has a man in her life that she loves. It's just a lot of excitement. So, and you can feel like it's like I like this album is probably her most colorful album, like in terms of sounds and stuff. So this album, I want to say, aligns with what she's going through in life right now, and she's not. And you know, all artists make their best product when they're at their worst. You know what I'm saying? When they down and out, that's when they make. Billie Eilish down and out makes her best music. She get depressed or she feel bad about what somebody say. She is about to lace the booth. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift is a lot like that. Whatever's going on in her life and what she feels, and she puts a lot of her feelings into her music. So I thought it was a very colorful album. I like the album. I enjoyed the album, but it's not her best work though. You know, so The Life of a Showgirl is a pretty good album. I liked it.
Stan, what do you say?
Well, again, you come now. You're asking somebody that ain't listening to none of that shit y'all talking to.
That's good though. That's good. That's
Didn't
good though.
listen,
I like that. I
didn't
like this
listen, didn't
perspective though. I like
listen
this
to any of that
perspective.
shit y'all talking about.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
listened to songs of Taylor Swift,
Yep.
not albums, not complete songs. This was the first album that I listened to start to finish,
Hmm.
and I was thoroughly entertained. It was an enjoyable listen. Songs sounded great. Her songwriting for pop singers and pop artists, her songwriting is probably one of the best that you're gonna find.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
just not gonna find a lot of pop artists that are good songwriters. She's one of the best songwriters you're gonna find in that regards. Again, I'm not a Swiftie, and I'm not decoding her shit and all that goofy shit. I'm not doing any of that. I listen to it based on, does that song sound good?
Hmm.
Does this song sound good? And the album from top to bottom, from start to finish, sounds great. It's a great listen from start to finish. Songs sound nice, production is on point, her singing ability is great. She's a very talented artist. I
Very.
am not, I am not I don't understand the obsession that people have with her, but then I don't understand the obsession that people have with Beyonce, that people have with other artists. But when you look at the pop genre, again, hip hop is so overtaken everything, and that's been a good and a bad thing.
Hmm.
Um, it's not that many people whose albums are event albums that are events that feel bigger than what they are. And hers just for whatever reason feels bigger than what anybody else's does.
It
And again,
always does.
Yep.
not a hardcore fan, but it just feels like her shit feels bigger than most people. And it's not that many people out there where it just feels big and it's going to have that lasting appeal. Again, with hip hop, it feels like albums come, people
And they
listen to
go.
them, and they go. 2 weeks
Mhm.
ago, it was all about Cardi B. Now nobody's talking about that album because the album's not good. But then it's like that's how it comes. The album comes, people talk about it for a couple days, and then just move on to the next thing. Taylor shit sounds more like a event that people are
Hmm.
going to be into until as long as they want to. And again, I thought the album was great. So from top to bottom, there wasn't anything on it that offended me. Was there anything on it that was terrible? Was there anything on it? None of that. It was a great album to me. So I can't compare it to anything else because I don't listen to none of her shit. But from top to bottom, I thought it was a great album. You know?
Yeah. I think that's dope though, because you're coming at it from a different perspective. Because I
Yeah,
think a
from
lot of
outside
people,
looking in.
yeah, a lot of people are looking at it from a perspective of listening to like everything she's ever done, and so they're doing a comparison. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope to have you on here because you can give that perspective of someone. This the first album you've listened to top to bottom. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean
like
that's the way you have to approach it. Nick,
it.
the problem with people is they always want to compare shit to somebody else, and that became up, with artists like rappers like Nas and Jay-Z. They
But
want to
that's part
compare
of it
their
though.
shit,
That's
but it's
part of it
like
though, Stan. You know that. That's part of it, bro.
stop comparing
Yeah, that
niggas
is a
shit
part
old
of
shit
it.
to stop comparing niggas new shit to their old shit. Because at the end of the day, if you're a good artist, you evolve as an artist. The best artists they evolve as they get going. Taylor Swift's early shit was on some real corny pop shit, Nickelodeon type shit. Her early stuff. Now her
Mhm.
stuff is more mature sounding. It's called evolution. That's a problem that a lot of
That's
people
true.
in this country
That's
don't
true.
have. is they don't know how to evolve with the times. They don't know how to evolve as you get older. Again, if you're doing the same shit at 21, at 41, you did at 21, you wasted 20 years of your fucking life.
Somebody need to
As
tell
an
Jim Jones
artist,
that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's a different topic. But again, yeah, but that's a problem with a lot of rappers. They still act the same as they did 20 years ago. They still make the same type of music they made 20 years ago. And it's like, dog, we're not buying it.
yeah. I think
So
that
they
with her, like she pretty much changed genres. Like 1989 was the album where she actually left the countryside and went to more straight up pop. So, yeah, there's definitely been an evolution with her music for sure. So,
and
Yeah,
that's the best, and that's what I'm saying. Like the best, the timeless, talented people change with they change, they evolve. You can't make the same kind of music for 20 fucking years and call it, you just can't do that because your audience changes. The
they
taste of
grow up.
people change. People grow the
yeah,
fuck up. You can't keep rapping about jewelry and rims and bitches at 44 when you did the same thing at 24.
Yep.
That just shows a lack of evolution.
Hmm.
So, and again, I
yeah,
got like I said, that's the thing with Taylor. When Taylor first came out, she was a country artist, and she was doing that country soft Nickelodeon type shit. And now she's doing adult, more based on her age and based on her fan base. And that's how you're supposed to do it. You evolve as an artist, and she's evolved as an artist from where she was when she first came out. Again, she's not a new artist; she's been out for a long time.
yep.
Been out for a long time, so
20.
that's
He
how.
has to be out for
Yeah,
at least 20, right?
about
I'm
20
not sure.
years.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
been
like I
a
said,
while. Yeah.
when she first came out, she was a country star. As my daughter makes a cameo in the video. Yeah, I mean, she started out as a country artist, and now she's doing more adult pop theme music, and it sounds great. Like I
Her,
said, songwriting is great, production is good,
her first
everything.
album, her first album looks like her first album was in 2006. 2006.
20
Yeah, that's
years.
Yeah,
almost 20 years.
yeah, yep.
Doesn't
All right,
feel like it, but yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's get to some of the tracks. The opening track, "The Fade with Philia," thought that shit was dope. I thought that was a good
Mhm.
opener. It sets the scene really well. I know that it's a character from Hamlet. I've never actually read Hamlet, so there's probably some stuff that she's saying in the song that's probably going over my head. But just the song, the way it sounds, the song sounds great. I love her attitude, how she's singing on there. I like that there's like little word play where she's talking about stuff kind of in like the medieval time, just to let you know
Hmm.
concept to the song or whatever. She did something
Hmm.
similar on Midnight's, that song, The Great War. It was the same thing. You have like
Yep.
little things and then let it for the wordplay or whatever. But yeah, I love the opening song a lot. I thought that was a dope way to open the album for sure.
And if you Travis Kelsey, what? I saved her from the fate of Ophelia. She, yo, Travis Kelsey right now, bro. You hear that song like, yo, I'm definitely marrying her, yo. You heard what she just said about me? That's my song. What are you talking about? Like, can you imagine being Travis Kelsey right now?
Could you?
I thought we were gonna avoid talking about her boyfriend, but I guess that's what
No.
But y'all
Don't
want to
do
go
that to
there, then
Travis,
fine.
yo. Yo, I'm actually, yo, Travis been good to her, yo, and I'm happy. All the heartbreak she done had. You know what I mean? So he
See,
saved her from the
again,
fate of
that's the shit. That's
Ophelia.
the shit that I'm not getting into. I don't give a shit about her love life. I just never been like. I understand that she's been through some weird stuff, and again, shit. So am I. So I don't really care.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about Travis Kelsey.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm a
good for him.
Swifty,
That's all I
bro.
can
So
say.
I'm a
Like I said,
Team Swifty. I need to see her
good for
happy.
Travis.
I
Good for
need to
him.
see
I
her
wish he
happy.
retired. Go great.
yo.
Good.
Then, bro, we Elizabeth Taylor.
Mm.
That's a banger right there. That song is hard. That's my favorite beat on the album, bro. That song was phenomenal. That was dope. Her
She,
energy on there.
the thing about her voice, especially when you talk about that song, Elizabeth Taylor,
Yeah,
like she got this soft, swaggy ass, but it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, very rarely do you hear a soft voice that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real
Right.
sweet. She's not trying so much. but it comes across as as like as like she's dictating it. She comes across, it's a soft voice, but she comes across as a dictator because it's like she's like, especially Elizabeth Taylor, it's like she's telling you what to feel. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like, and it's undeniable. It's undeniable. Like she got it, man. She got it, bro.
Yeah, I like that. Been number one, but I never had two. Like talk that talk, Taylor. Like talk that talk. What'd you think of that one, Stan? You like that one?
I like the song.
Yeah.
Again, not dissecting those lyrics and all that, but I like the song.
Is
Um,
this this is not savage and I'm not a bad bitch? Is that this song?
That's we'll talk about that one later. That's on the
Okay,
eldest daughter. We'll talk to that
okay,
one later.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that was a
okay.
good one too. Um
you know what is funny? Funny thing is, yo, I didn't realize she cussed to the music. Like I did not realize that at
yeah.
all. Like
yeah.
I didn't realize that at all. Like I did
Yeah.
not know. But
Yeah.
Yo, she grown, yo. She an adult thing. But she do
um
seem like the type that's too good. Like from the outside looking
yeah,
in,
yeah.
she does seem like the type that's beyond, like she's above
Yeah.
reproach. You know what I'm saying? But when you
Yeah.
really listen to her music, yo, she's a round the way girl for real.
Yeah. Opalite is probably my favorite hook on the album. Like I love that song a lot. Um and I know she said that she's actually not gonna tour the album. I think that's unfortunate because this sounds like something I want to hear her sing live. Like you dancing in the Opalite. Oh. I could just see
Yeah,
the
they just
crowd. I could see the
what?
crowd doing the oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that song was
yeah,
hard. Like I
for
like that a
sure.
lot.
For
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
so yeah, it's a shame she's not touring because that sounds like one that's going to go in live for sure. Not that I'll get a chance
they're
to
they're
go.
they're they're convinced of the tour. Again, that money,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and she do her
that money
own
make you
tours,
change your
yo.
mind.
You know what? You
That
think I think she's not touring because it's the football season. That's what I really believe.
No, but
they
she
can't.
actually
But she's
said,
not gonna come
yeah.
out and say that. She's not gonna come out and say that though. But I think that's really what it is.
Well, but she said she's not touring the album. She said she's tired, so she said she's not touring it. So
Oh well, then if she tired, then go sit your ass down, Taylor.
mhm. Yeah.
Rest
Now
in
what?
peace, baby girl.
Now one thing about this song that Stan don't want to hear about this stuff, but one thing about this song that people weren't pleased with was that it sounded like she did take a little jab at Travis Kelsey's ex when she was say, you know, because the second verse of the song, she's talking to her partner and saying your past relationships, how things were, and it was like you were in it for real. She was on the phone, and you were just a
Yeah,
pose. Yeah, and so
yeah.
people took that as a jab at Travis Kelsey's ex. I
Well,
mean,
I mean, it is. It
it
is.
is. Yeah, it
Oh,
It
for
is.
is.
crying for Christ's
It
sakes, man!
is. I
Come
mean,
It
on, man.
is.
How the
But
fuck did anybody
she's
know that?
justified by it though. She's justified by it.
why is that?
Especially, if she said, I've been through this and you saved me, what's wrong with her saying you've been through that and I saved you too? What's wrong with that?
That's fair, but I
Especially
think
when you see Kelsey ex-girlfriend on Angel Reese podcast talking about, do I look like I pay for bills? Do I look like I go half? Like, thank you, Taylor. You feel what I'm saying? And remember, Mace clowned his ex. He said, Mace, remember, if you ever watch It Is What It Is, he was like, you talking all of this, but it didn't work. He left you. And look at what he got now. I bet you she don't mind paying. You see what I'm saying? Like, so she's justified in whatever she said. I ain't tripping off that. Even though Travis X is a black woman, a beautiful black woman, Taylor's justified in saying that.
okay, yeah, I'm not mad at it, but it does come off like super petty. But I'm not mad at it neither. I mean, it is what it is. But it's a little petty. But Taylor Swift is petty. But
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with her being a little petty, bro.
it's saying what you think.
I think that people need to get off that shit, man. Get off of this stuff, man. Again, yo, I'm not getting into all that stuff because it's just
Okay.
like that's again, it's like I don't think that how does anybody know she's taking shots at Travis Kelsey's ex? And
Because
again, it's like
if you listen
Because
to
of
the
the
song,
lyrics.
yeah, if you listen to the song, the whole thing of the song is the first verse. She's talking about her and what she went through and how her partner saved her, and then the second verse, she's like, okay, you done been through some weird relationships. Now I'm gonna talk about how I saved you. So the perception here is that she's taking a little jab at her. So yeah, I mean,
Well,
I hear what you're
clearly,
saying,
well,
but it,
again, I
yeah,
don't think that. I don't think that. And I can't believe I'm talking about this, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Again, clearly, whatever situation that he was in wasn't working for him, so that ended. Again, look, I thought his ex girlfriend was hot. That's,
yeah,
Yeah,
I knew what his
she's
ex girlfriend
bad as
looked
I don't
like.
know
Again,
what.
but again, everybody wants to do the whole well, he left the black girl, went back to shut the fuck up with that shit, man. Y'all niggas gotta get off of this race shit when it comes to dating. You vibe with who you vibe with, whether they black, white, Indian, Mexican, whatever. People need to get off that shit. And it's usually just bitter ass black women who say shit like that, man. It's like y'all gotta get off
okay,
of that.
all
Yeah,
right,
the
all right,
bit ass black people, the black women will call you a sellout, but celebrate Martin Luther King's Day.
okay, we're gonna keep
When me
moving.
holding this white girl hand was his dream. So how you gonna call me a sellout when you
I'm not,
celebrate
yeah,
Martin Luther King's Day? I
yeah.
don't understand.
I'm not gonna
No,
get into that.
That's another
Just
story. That's
okay,
another
yeah.
story. We leave it
we
The
gonna
alone.
point is that point is people gotta get off that stuff.
did you like the
Agreed.
song? The stand, you like the song though? You like the song?
Yeah, I love the song. Love the song.
Yeah,
I wouldn't get into all the lyrics and stuff, but I love the song. The song was great. The song, the hook is catchy.
yeah,
Like I said, she'll tour.
yeah.
They'll put a they'll bring a briefcase full of money to us. They go tour. Okay, cool. Then she'll go tour. She'll tour the album.
Actually,
Just
she's the
know that.
briefcase. She's the one bringing the briefcases. Actually, she runs her own tours. So if she decides she want to make 100,000 a night for 20 nights, that's what she gonna go do.
And then she'll go do it. This is like I said,
Mhm.
she'll tour eventually. And then I think she should tour the album.
You trying to go, Stan? You trying to go?
No, no.
I'm definitely, hey Reggie, I'm definitely going with you, bro. I'm in that bitch with cowboy attire on too. Fuck you talk about.
It's hard to find. It's hard to get tickets for her stuff, man. They go so fast. Let me move on because I want to talk about this. Is the song I really want to talk about. And after this, if y'all want to bring up some tracks, you can. Father Figure. I got to talk about this song. So Father Figure. The first time I heard the song, the first time I heard it, I was like, okay, this is a weird song. Like, I don't know what's happening here. This sounds weird. Like my drinking hard liquor, make deals with the devil because my dick is bigger. I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like, what is this? But the thing about it was sonically, just the way the song sounded,
uh,
just the way the song sounded on a sonic level, it made me keep coming back to the song. And so then the more I listen to it, it's like, okay, so she on some mob stuff now. She on some mob stuff. Like she's a mobster in the video in the song, and she's talking to an underling or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting storytelling. I like this. And then I was listening to it yesterday, getting ready for this. I was listening to it again, right? And it clicked for me, bro. This whole song is a metaphor. So the mob stuff is it on just the surface level. The second part of this is she is talking about the music industry. And the music industry is a person talking to her about making a deal with her. And then at the end of the song, she flip it on him and like, you the one that made the deal with the devil. It turns out my dick was bigger. Said, you want to fight, you found it. I got your place surrounded. You'll be sleeping with the fishes before you know you're drowning. Bro,
That's
that
bars.
bro, that is
Bars, man.
that is Nas. That is Lupe Fiasco, bro. That is storytelling, and that's taking a story and having a second meaning to it. Come on, bro. That song, the more I like listen to it, the more I kind of got what she was doing. I'm like, yo, this is brilliant. People,
I thought she was talking to like a record label. That's what I got. Like
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I didn't but when you say like the music industry
I
as
think
a
yeah,
whole, yo,
yeah,
that makes so much more fucking sense, yo. It
yeah,
makes so much more sense because I thought she was talking to because you know she does a lot of business
yeah,
like of her own, selling her discography, then re-recording it to sell it and make more money, then saying fuck the label, then going on tour by herself. So I thought she was shitting on the record label she was signed to. But when you say music industry as a whole, like just the music industry and how the music industry was was sold to the devil, like,
yeah. It's basically the mob.
oh, that
Yeah,
makes it bigger and better. Yeah, especially when you said the mob
the
shit. Like,
mob stuff. Yeah,
I always thought like record company, but just music industry, that's makes it so much more bigger and mean. It adds so much more meaning to it. It makes it more profound, I should say. Not just more meaning, but it makes it more profound because now it's like deeper than just who she was signed to.
Yeah.
He talk
You
about the entire industry.
Yeah,
Like,
because they
yo,
said how
damn,
we want your loyalty and all that stuff. It's like it's making a correlation to like basically the mob. Like, yo, that song is so creative. Like, Stan, did you
that's
catch
very
that?
creative. That's very creative.
I have no idea what y'all talking about. I
Wow,
thought the
that
song
just
was
blew
dope.
my head. That just
I
blew
thought the
my
song was
brain.
good. I thought the song was good. I thought the song, which I just thought it was a good song. I have no idea what y'all talking about. I didn't really get to pick on for that. I don't. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't pick up on that, but it makes some sense based on what she's singing about. It does make a little bit of sense, but I didn't really pick
Yeah.
up on it.
Even if
I
you
just
didn't
thought it
pick
was a
up,
dope song.
even if you didn't pick up on the first part on that other level though, you heard like the mob stuff, right? You heard what she's talking like based like a
She was
mobster, right?
gangster.
Like even that by itself was dope.
She told you be sleeping with the fishes before you even know you drowning. Like, yo, what type of shit is you on, Taylor? I'm sorry, bro. That's a Styles P bar. That's a Styles P. You gotta
See,
think of
this
hard
is
ass
what this
niggas
this
like
is
Ice
this is
Cube.
what we can't. This is what we can't be doing. Comparing this to rap stuff. She's not a
Oh my
rapper.
goodness. Man, that's
She's
a
not a
hard
rapper.
ass bar though.
She's not a rapper. So we're not gonna compare her
No,
to
she
rap bars. She's not a rapper.
just saying,
But
fan.
again,
That's a bar.
okay, great. But again, she is a great songwriter. I give her that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that from her. She's a great songwriter. She does write her shit. I commend all that because a lot of them don't write their shit. So I do. I will commend her for that. And it was a good song. It was a really good song. I like
Not
Elder's
bad.
daughter better, but that was a
Yeah,
good
but
song.
go ahead and go to that one. Go to Eldest Daughter, bro.
I like it. I like that song better. I liked it. I thought
Yeah.
it was one of the best songs on the album.
Yeah.
Just sounded great.
Yeah. It
Uh,
did.
again, her voice,
Not
content, production,
bad.
all works.
Yep.
Yeah, all of it just comes together and it works for her. And
Hmm.
again, you can tell she's someone that knows what she wants to do when she gets to recording an album and recording songs, and everything is on. Everybody's on the same page. A production team, a writing team, it's all on the same page. It's not I'm going this way, the producer's going another way, like you see with a lot of rappers, a lot of rap, where niggas are rapping about one thing and the production is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
She is very, very, very on point with what she wants to do. That I picked
Yeah.
up on. That I've picked on for her for a couple of years. Regardless, of, again, I don't listen to all of her projects,
Yep.
but you pick
But she
up on
makes
it
sure
when you
her
listen
shit
to her
right.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick up on it. It's very, I know, it's very Beyonce like to me, and Beyonce's the same way.
Hmm.
Whether you like Beyonce shit or not, it's
It's
very
put together
similar in
right.
that
Yeah.
Beyonce puts her shit together, and it makes what she's doing is going to make sense, and what Taylor
Yep.
does makes sense. It's not all over the place. What she does makes sense, and her songs make sense. Everything makes sense. It works in with each other. That's how music's supposed to work. I got an idea. I want you to carry this out. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Let's do it.
And the
Not
thing I
just give me
love
a hot.
about
Yeah, it's not.
Taylor, when she get with a producer and she's saying, I need the melody to sound like this, and they can't get it right, she'll pick up a guitar. You feel what I'm saying? And say, no, it's supposed to sound like this. But I need it to sound like this on a piano.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I needed to sound like this with a saxophone, or I needed to sound like this with sin chords. Like she actually plays. Like if Beyonce played instruments and wrote all of her music, then you could. I think Taylor Swift belongs. No disrespect, no disrespect, but I think Taylor Swift belongs there with Janet Jackson and them. The ones that write they shit. Janet was writing that shit. Missy Elliott is writing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Taylor is writing that shit. Britney Spears ain't writing that. Mary J. Blige ain't writing that. Beyonce ain't writing that. Taylor is writing that. Janet Jackson is writing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this another thing I love about the song. She's like, the thing I've always loved about Taylor Swift is she's always been a lady. She ain't never been no boss bitch. She's always been a lady, a woman. Like I told my cousin, he got a daughter. I say, bro, we raising a Taylor Swift, not a Cardi B, bro. You understand? She's always been a lady. Now she's had her moments when she tried to talk about, and address certain shit, but she's always been graceful. And she comes out there and she shits on all of these bitches. She just shitted on a whole industry of bitches with two lines. I'm not a bad bitch, and this ain't savage, but I'm never gonna let you down. What? All
Uh-huh.
right, yo. All right, yo. She just shitted on all that Megan Thee Stallion, all that bad baby, all that
I
shit.
think that was a
I'm a
shout
bad
out,
bitch.
bro. I
I'm
think that was
savage. She can
I don't think
shut
that
this
was.
shit
I think that
down.
was a shout out. That was a shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think that was a shit. No, that was a shout out. You think it was
No,
a diss?
but Megan Thee Stallion is the bad bitch, and she savage. She is savage. She said,
No,
"I'm
but
not a
see,
bad bitch, and this isn't savage, but I'm
yeah, but
never
see,
gonna let you down, and I'm never gonna leave you out."
but I
Come
think
on, bro.
I think the song is more so like the first part of the song is talking about things that are said online and like a lot of like social media stuff and things that are said in the comments or whatever. So I think it's like looking at that and seeing how you're viewed and whatnot. And it's just saying like, yeah, I guess I'm not a bad bitch, but you know what I mean? It's like talking to somebody about the things that actually do bother you. So I didn't take that as a diss at all. I thought that
No, I
was
wasn't
just
saying she was dissing per se. I'm saying she shitted on that boss bitch culture. That
okay.
culture
Gotcha.
of I'm a bad bitch, I'm savage, I can have without. And she like, nah, look, I'm Taylor Swift. I'm above all these bitches. You can put all them bitches together and they can't fuck with me. And I ain't savage or a bad bitch. But guess what? I'm never gonna let you down, and I'm never gonna leave you out. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That shit is
Well,
that shit is so it's so refreshing to hear. Like when you turn the radio on, it's all about being a boss bitch and running shit and niggas ain't this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. And then to hear a woman say, nah, but I'm not that. I'm actually just a woman with
right,
feelings. You know what I
right.
mean? That shit is so refreshing. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like, whew, finally somebody can recognize it. So I eldest daughter is one of my favorites.
So
We ain't
on
talked
that,
about my favorite yet though.
yeah, on that note, I do want to don't let me forget. I want to talk about ruining friendship. Ruining friendship is incredible as well. But
Okay.
before we get to that, 'cause I know you may as well get to it.
Let's get to it.
Ashley Romantic, um,
Actually romantic. We're gonna have
was
to cover this. Stan, we're gonna have to cover this on the
which
tail list. We
is
have to, bro. She just shitted on what's her name? Charlie
Charlie
CSC.
XCX, Charlie XCX.
We
This is
talk
just
about how the crackhead, the crack get the coke getting to you. She said, how many times your man say why we gotta talk about her? Like, yo, she is going crazy, bro. You on my dick so bad that it's actually romantic.
yeah,
You are so obsessed with me that it actually makes me feel special. You have loved me with all that hating ass shit. You are hating so much. You on my dick so bad that you have loved me more than any other man had. Like, Taylor, do you understand what you're saying to this woman? Like, hey, Charlie got to say something. Charlie got to say something. She said, yo, you are on my dick so bad that it's actually romantic. Bro, that is disrespectful, bro. That is so disrespectful, bro.
I have no idea what y'all talking about, man. Like
It's a song
no
called
idea
Actually
what you're talking
Romantic.
about.
It's
I
a
know the
song
song you're
actually
talking about, and I know what she's talking about on the
he told her
song.
to smoke went to your head
yeah.
and put that shit down, bitch. Like, hey
Like I
Stan,
know
if
what
that's
this.
not a singer dissing somebody, I know how you feel about the diss tracks, and it has to be rappers to a certain degree, but ain't no way you can't tell me that ain't no diss track. Come on, man. Come on.
It's not, but I mean, again, that record could be about anybody. Again, it's like people assume certain things because of
That's
certain
true.
things. Again, I have no idea who this person is y'all talking about and what problem she has with Taylor Swift. Who knows? Again, who knows? Who cares? It's just one of those. It could be about anything. She could be talking in general, but people assume she's talking about an individual because
Yeah. You talking about her, thing.
you know, people
I think you
assume
talking
that
about her.
because
Thing.
But
Okay,
again, I have no idea what this individual
okay,
is,
Stan,
so I can't
Stan,
say yes or no.
it's fair, Stan. 'Cause I hear what you're saying. And it's definitely a diss track. First of all, like I will say she doesn't say a name in his, but I mean, her song is called Ashley Romantic, and like Charlie XCX on her album, she had a song called Everything Is Romantic. And her song was track number 7. Then her song is track number
Track
7. I
number
mean, it's
7. Yep.
it's it's kind of like I'm letting you know what it is. Now here's what I will say. Here's what I will say about it. Right. So this song is a response to Charlie XCX's song "Sympathy Is a Knife." I went and listened to that song, yo. I don't think Charlie XCX is dissing. I don't think that's a diss, but I understand how she took it that way. And we say it all the time with the diss tracks. It ain't about what you meant, it's how I received it. But I do think that like this ass whooping that she gave her on this song, it don't feel
Yeah.
justified based off what Charlie XCX was saying. Like on her song is more so talking about, her having some internal conflict and seeing her over there with, because they dated people that were in the same band.
In the same band, yeah.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
so she was always running into her backstage, and she kind of felt away because she kind of looked at her as somebody that, you know, is above her in a way. So it's kind of like it's her own insecurities. And so, but when she says the line that, I hope, I'm tired of seeing her at my backstage at my boyfriend shows, and I hope y'all break up. And it's like when
Yeah,
you
she
say
called her a
that,
boring blonde. She said, "You called me the boring blonde." That was something that Charlie said about her.
I
So
didn't
it's like,
see that wasn't sit on the song though. So this is what makes me think there's more going on besides this song. I think there's more
yeah,
stuff happening because I've never heard Charlie X call her a boring blonde, but I mean,
no, but they,
it,
that's
it,
why that's what they were saying. Like she said it like, oh, like through people. It's more
exactly,
than one person
yeah,
that heard her say that about Taylor Swift. You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Look, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, look, I mean, because a lot of people are saying that like her going this hard on her isn't warranted based off what was said, but no, I mean, it ain't about what's warranted, man. I mean, it wasn't warranted when LL Cool J went on Cannabis. Cannabis was just giving him a compliment about his mic. That wasn't a
yep.
diss. It wasn't warranted. It don't matter what's warranted. It's about how the person received and how they want to respond to it. And bro, this is so damn disrespectful. Like you said, she said, I heard you call me a boring Barbie when that coke got you brave. Like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yo, this
Well,
is a
again, I'm
diss track,
sure.
bro. This is a diss track, bro.
This
I'm
is a diss
sorry.
track, man. This
This is a diss
disrespectful as
track.
hell, too.
Okay, let's say we don't know who she's talking to, right? Let's say we don't know. She could be talking to Kirk. She could be talking to Reggie. She could be talking to Stan. We don't know who she's talking to, right? But regardless, we know this one thing: whoever she's talking to just got it badly, bro.
Yeah.
Whoever that person is, you're right. She didn't say Charlie SCX, so
XCX.
we're just speculating, okay? But regardless of who that person is, they got it. They got it bad. And if you that person, you might want to respond and hurry up, bro, because somebody got smoked.
Or what? Or what? They're gonna lose their street cred, man. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
These people ain't got no street cred, man. What are you gonna lose? You're gonna lose a street cred if you say,
Man,
don't say
listen,
something about it. Come on now. It's like
you might not lose street cred, but you might lose album sales. Then that's more important than street credit. You get
I
smoked
doubt
and
that the
lose
people.
everything.
I doubt that the people who listen to that person's music is going to be like, I ain't listening to her music no more. She got this by Taylor Swift on the album. I just
Shit.
don't. I don't think that happens. That's just me. I don't think
I
that's
mean,
Hey yo,
happening.
if Taylor Swift say fuck Stan, it's fuck Stan. If Taylor
I'm
Swift
sure.
say
I'm sure it
when she
is.
said
I'm
that shit
sure it
about
is.
Kanye, when that shit happened with Kanye, what do you think all the hate with Kanye started? Ain't nobody hate Kanye before that Taylor Swift shit.
that
He was
was the
just a
start
nigga
of
with a
Kanye's
loud mouth.
downfall. That was the start of Kanye's downfall, though.
You
Like
see
that
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
beginning of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Kanye's
Um,
downfall was a self-inflicted thing where he just
it
started
was,
doing
but
coke.
that's what
I
started it, though,
mean,
Stan. It
That's what
was.
started it.
Not the
That's
diss,
what
not
started
Taylor
it.
Swift's diss. It was just the whole thing of him doing that is what started. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like this is definitely. I will say this. I don't. when I judge this song, I'm judging it more so as a diss record more than as a, because I don't think it's like the best sounding song sonically, but I don't think that like Jada Kiss is Checkmate. It's just I'm just barring you up. So I kind of the same thing here. This is just a diss record. Period. This is a diss record. The angle she took of just like all your hate is just romantic to me. Like that's a good angle to take. Like that is an excellent angle to take in a battle. And I mean, you know,
Like every time you talk about me, like when Easy say when they say, damn, they tried to fade you on Dre Day. But Dre Day only bring Easy Payday. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? It's like a
yeah,
different angle on it. Like, okay, you dissing me, but you pumping me up at the same time. You putting me
yeah,
on. Go ahead,
yeah.
diss me. Because it's romantic
And I
to me.
mean, it is kind of direct with the calling me. She said you a chihuahua barking at me from a teeny purse. That's
Oh my
how much it
God.
hurt.
He said the bitch is
I
a
mean,
chihuahua
he said
barking
how
from
many
a
times? How
fucking
many? How
bag.
many? How many times has your boyfriend said, "Why we always talking about
Why
her?"
we
Like
always talking about her?
that is like it is. I
I'm
mean,
on, dog. Who else
yeah,
boyfriend would be saying that?
yeah, bro. It's this is absolutely a diss record, and she get disrespectful, man. I couldn't believe when she went to the coke. I'm like, yo, she getting disrespect. We getting
And that
disrespectful
was
out
straight
here,
off the muscle.
straight off the
That was
muscle.
like the first two
It's the first
bars she went
line,
to the
yeah.
coke. Yo, she told the bitch she is a chihuahua barking from a handbag. Stan, how was that not a diss?
Doug, I don't give a shit about any of this stuff, man.
Okay,
I
let's
just
move
don't
on.
care
We can
about
move on.
it. I don't care, bro. I don't. I don't care about her dissing some other pop star I never heard of. I just.
We can move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I don't
We, we,
even. Yeah.
we can
I
dissect this
don't
more
know.
if we put it on the tier list. So
Yeah, we gonna put it on the tail list so
we can
Stan can
move
get
on.
mad.
I'm
We can move
not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not reviewing it. So
Okay.
y'all can talk about that.
Ah,
And let's get
Not
serious
reading
again, fellas. So, Ruin the Friendship, bro. Like that song, bro, when you think about the story here of, having regret about somebody you wish you had kissed. And then for her to talk about this and talk about the regret, I should have kissed you. And even with your girlfriend there, with your girlfriend, I should have done it. And then, the character dying and her at the grave saying, should have kissed you anyway. Like, God, that is excellent storytelling. And it's like, this is what I don't understand the hate for this album, bro. Like, I'm hearing people say that her pen has fallen off. I'm like, where?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused. Like, with the exception of one song, which I'm going to talk about, I think her pen game was solid all throughout this album.
All throughout.
Yeah,
All throughout.
it's not as like deep and intricate as like Folklore, but Folklore was a completely different album. Like Folklore wasn't an album for like just a sonically pleasing album. It was a stripped down album. It was mostly just her on a guitar or piano. That's it, and just like listen to what I'm saying. I'm singing. Like when you talk to me, like when you can have a really dope story and still keep it to the point where it's like something that you like to listen to, like that's excellent pen work. So I'm confused. Like, where did the pen fall off? Like, I don't understand.
I don't either.
Dude,
I don't either.
you're talking about a lot of people who doesn't really understand what music is about. They're as
Right.
bizarre as the whatever they call the Nicki Minaj fans or whatever they call the Beehive. Some of these people are just goofy, so I don't really take that in accountability. But the song is great. The song is great. Story, the writing is
Yeah.
good. Again, every song on this album, the song is great. The song is great. Production is great. The wordplay, everything is good. I can't compare any of this shit to
Right.
other stuff because I've only heard like singles. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But that's
But
why your opinion is special though, Stan.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
why.
I agree.
it's just a good album. That's to me. Every song on here is good. I don't think there's a song on here that's terrible or bad or oh my god, I can't believe she put that out. I mean, we're not talking about the
Yeah.
Elephant song Lil Wayne did, where it's like, how did you let that one get released? There's nothing on there like that. There's
Well,
nothing on
I
there
do
that's.
think there's a bad song on here, which we'll get to
Oh,
in a
go ahead.
second.
I want
We'll
to
get,
hear. I want to
we'll
I
get
hear
to it
think
in a
what
second.
you think.
We'll get to it in a
let me
I
second.
tell
don't
you what
think
I
there
think what
is.
the worst song is. I'll
No,
tell
hold
you what I
on.
think the worst.
No, hold that. But yeah,
Oh,
but Stan, but you rock with that song right there. Ruin the Friendship joint.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Great song.
All right.
Like I said, I
Wh-
understand what she's singing about on there and that stuff. And this is again, some of that shit's relatable.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's relatable
A
shit.
lot of
So
it.
right. Who
I
can't
can
relate to
dig
something
with
like
it.
that? Yeah,
Absolutely,
If
absolutely.
you ever lost somebody and you got a regret, like, damn, I wish I would have talked to him, or damn, I
yeah,
wish I would have did this, like, that should have hit you hard.
yes,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. So it's definitely relatable.
yeah. Um, Wishlist, another one I really liked. I love Wishlist. To me, Wishlist and the song Honey, those songs there was so damn good. And I think those songs, she's kind of tapping into that more R&B sound. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
damn, can I get some more of this? Like both of those songs were really good. Honey, like maybe it's because the song was called Honey. Maybe that's why I'm thinking this, but it kind of gave me some Mariah Carey vibes a little bit, so
You say, call me honey, don't call me honey unless you want me.
that she takes
Yeah,
the
you know
honey.
what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yeah,
shut up, man. Look, she know what to do, bro. She know what she doing, bro.
yeah, she
And then
takes
she
the
talked about the first time she was called honey and how it made her feel
it
like.
made her feel like,
I think
yeah,
that's I think that's another Travis Kelsey song.
could
Like
be.
he called her honey. He might have made her feel special with him calling her honey or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know, but it's a dope song. It's a
yeah.
very dope song.
Dope song, dope concept of the when people call me honey, it was on some other shit. But then when you call, it
You
makes me
call
feel
me honey is
differently.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
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 dope,
yeah.
dope.
Mhm.
Um, love the way the album ended with "Life of a Showgirl,"
I
Sabrina
think that
Carpenter.
that's the to me
Yeah,
that's the worst song on there to me.
the
I
worst song.
Yeah. If you
Okay,
want
yeah.
to talk about
Talk to me
penning,
about
if you
this.
want to talk
Talk
about
to me about that.
penning,
Go ahead.
the pen is great.
Okay.
She comes in as a girl who's admiring the showgirl, and then Sabrina comes in and what is the showgirl, and now Taylor gets to speak as that girl who wanted to be Sabrina, but now she is Sabrina. She is the showgirl. I get it. I just didn't like the melody of the song. I'm not saying it's a bad song, okay,
Ooh,
but it's not melody wise. I didn't quite like it. I felt like Sabrina Carpenter. Um, she sounded a little out of place, bro. You know, her voice, Sabrina Carpenter voice, she doesn't have a lot of range on her voice. Like when you listen to Christina Aguilera, you listen to Billie Eilish, you listen to Beyonce, they can be tenors 1 second, altos the next, sopranos the next. Like, and they can just do it just with so much versatility. They can go. Mariah Carey can go anywhere on a song. Sabrina Carpenter isn't like that. I hate to say that about her, but vocally she's in a box. You understand? So when she's and in this type of song where she probably should have had a higher pitch, it wasn't there. So now she's just like it's like I felt like she was like more so yelling than she was singing. Sabrina Carpenter was. And then I didn't quite like. I love the story of it. Like I said, the young girl admiring the showgirl, right? And then we get to hear from the showgirl, which is Sabrina Carpenter, and then we hear from that young girl who grew up to be Sabrina Carpenter. That's a great story. I just didn't like how it was musically arranged. That's all. I
mm,
think it's the worst. I think it's. I don't want to say when I say the worst song, it
right.
make it seem like I'm saying it's a bad song. No, this is the song that I least like the most. Okay,
Okay.
so other than that though, like it's still a good song though. It's still a
Yeah.
good. It's still
Yeah.
like a B minus, maybe a B, but it's just not popping like the rest of the album is. And I really, I mean, I do like some of Sabrina Carpenter songs, but I'm not a fan of hers because I feel like
You
she's
was a
one
fan of that.
dimension. She's
You
one
was a,
dimensional.
you
She's
was a
one
fan of that
dimensional.
album. You was a fan of that album, though, bro. You
The
loved
album,
it.
the album is cool,
Yeah.
but because the album was made around her one dimension, she didn't have to step outside what she do vocally. You know, Rihanna is like that. Like in the box, Rihanna ain't got no range for you. Like Rihanna has to sing that same. Drake has to sing that same monotone every song because they can't musically, vocally, they can't extend outside of their box. But then when you listen to Fantasia, she'll do anything. When you listen to India Ari or Christina Aguilera, like I say, I always talk about Christina because her voice is crazy. Like she got a crazy like
Yeah,
Whitney.
she
They
does.
could do anything outside the box. But
Yeah.
then when you listen to Rihanna, it has to be that same. It has to be inside that box because she can't go nowhere outside of that box.
I,
Sabrina's like that. And this
I
song
don't,
was made for her to be outside the box and she couldn't do it.
I don't agree with that. I think she's right in the right box she should have been. Stan, you can keep it simple. Stan, do you like the song?
I like the song. I mean, it's a good song. It's a good way to end the album. I thought it was a good song.
Yeah.
I've heard Sabrina Carpenter before, so saying that name is like I don't know who that. I do know who that is. I just
Of
don't.
course.
Yeah. It's like, I do know who that is, but it's like I'm not again a huge fan or anything like that.
Yeah.
I thought the song was good, man. That's just it. I thought it was a good song. Like again, every song on there to me was either good
Good song.
or listenable, and this was a good song to end the album.
Yep. See, I love the song. I thought it was a dope song. One of my favorites, actually. In terms of like the worst song on here, there is one song on here that I think is bad, and that's Wood. Wood is god awful. I cannot believe, bro. I cannot believe she recorded that. That is awful. And
I
look,
don't think it was that bad.
that
I
It
song
thought
is
it
wasn't that
was.
bad,
awful.
I
bro.
thought it
It
was
was not
Man,
very.
that
that's
bad.
awful.
I thought it
No,
was
Reggie, you
funny.
didn't
I thought it
understand.
was. It was funny to me. It was very funny, very tongue in cheek. Like I get it. It's like great. I get it. You're talking about Travis Kelsey. Okay, great. I just didn't. I just that's all I took as it. Like cool. That's what's the next song. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like oh god, I can't listen to this song. The song was fine. I just don't. You know.
I personally, I think this is better than the life of a showgirl. I think
Hell
the life
no,
of a
bro.
showgirl is
Ain't
the
no
worst
way.
song on the. It's the least like because I just felt like it was just up in the. It sound forced, like it was just up in the air. She wanted to do something with Sabrina Carpenter, so she had this dope ass idea, and it just backfired. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
I
feel about it.
disagree. Yeah, I
Like
definitely
I
disagree.
personally would rather listen to Wood than listen to the life of a showgirl.
I'd rather never listen to Wood ever again. That's what I'd rather do.
No,
That
my
song is
goodness.
awful, bro. Like I cannot believe she put that. That's the
No,
worst
it
song
is
from her
not that
career.
bad, Reggie.
That
Stop
song's
it, bro.
awful, man. And like she heard all the little jokes about wood and knock on wood and like come on, man. This is so corny, man. And
I thought it was funny. Though. I thought it was funny. I thought it was
Hey,
like real
Reggie, man,
tongue in
keep
cheek.
telling
Like
shit. He got bars, cuz.
I don't know, man. And here's the thing, yo. I'm here for horny Taylor. I'm good for that. I'm here for it. Like you remember on Reputation the song Dress, like that was a sexy song. I
Yeah,
liked it. That
yeah.
song
Keep
was
trying to
good.
get it in that song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good song. This is just corny. This is cornball. Like, come on, this absolutely should be on the cutting room floor. Get this song all the way out of here.
uh, wasn't that
Hey, yo,
bad,
would you
man. It
say
was
this is
fine.
one of Taylor Swift? Would you say, Reggie, in your opinion, would you say this is one of her top five worst songs ever?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's not that
yeah,
bad, Reggie. Come
yeah.
on, bro.
I would. This song is terrible.
That's cool.
Um, so yeah, for me, that song is bad. The other criticism that I would have about this album overall, this is an overall thing, is that while I think there are a lot of like really good songs, we had like a lot of dope songs, I am missing that knockout. I am missing that 10 out of 10. I'm on the floor trying to find my mouthpiece kind of song. Then when Buster Douglas knocked out Tyson and Tyson was trying to find mouthpiece, I was missing that song. Like I was missing one of those. I didn't really get one of those on here. And that's the only criticism that I would have because like on most of Taylor Swift's albums, there's at least one or two of those kind of songs. I mean, if you go back to like even an album like Lover, I wasn't the biggest fan of the album Lover, but Lover's got like the title song Lover was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Cruel Summer was on there. That song was phenomenal. Um, a couple other ones on there. Americana, that song, that was fire. It was like there's one more in there that was, but those were like lights out songs. You know what I mean? And then on Reputation, there's a whole lot of those kind of songs. Um,
Like
That's
when
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
about Shake It Off, I know Shake It Off is like a feel good song, but it's a can't miss. It
It is
can't
a good
miss.
song.
It can't miss. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
them,
saying? Like those type. I get what you're saying. Those
yeah,
can't miss songs.
yeah, them 10 out of 10s. I don't think there's no 10 out of 10s on here. So that's the only thing that I would say as far as a criticism. I also don't really know how much she really because her not doing a rollout kind of annoyed me as far as no like hype for the album. She just I'm putting out an album. So I would have wanted to see a little bit more of a rollout. But when I see the name of the album, Life of a Showgirl, and I see like the cover, I'm like, okay, there's going to be more of a concept here. I don't really see much of a concept, really. It's just a lot of good songs. I mean, obviously, the Life of a Showgirl obviously is within that concept. Um, Maybe you could make a case that Father Figure is in that concept somewhat, but outside of that,
I would say actually romantic too, because
that's just a diss
that
record, though.
that
Like,
drama is because of her being a showgirl. You know what I mean? Because of her being in the
I
spotlight. I
guess
would. I mean, it's a Reed Richards.
that's a reach.
I'm definitely Gary Payton reaching like the glove,
Yeah,
but what she's saying in that song comes along with that lifestyle.
right. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I kind of thought there would be more of the concept when I saw it, but I mean that's a small thing because I'm also ultimately the songs are dope. Um, so yeah, overall I think the album is good, man. So y'all ready to score? Anything else y'all want to say before we score it?
Nah, we can score it, man.
We can score
I
up.
can't. I'm not. I'm not doing any more dissecting of the lyrics, and then yeah, she was talking about this on that. Nah, we can score it.
All right, so at the Silver Lining, any album that we give a 7 or more gets our stamp of approval. So we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
start with Stan. Scale of 1 to 10, where you got it?
Probably got an 8. Yeah, probably 8 out of 10.
Okay, okay.
I'd recommend it. I would recommend it to anybody that likes music. You know, but yeah, 8 out of
Um,
10.
I'm kind of mad at Stan though, yo, because like this is the Taylor Swift album you decide to introduce yourself to us with all them great albums, bro. That's like all the Nas albums. A nigga decide to listen to Illmatic. I mean, not Illmatic.
Hip hop is dead.
Nostradamus. Yeah, all these Nas albums, you listen to Nostradamus, bro. But I appreciate bro Stan
Yeah,
for thinking outside the box for us one time. I
no
appreciate that,
doubt.
Stan.
Mhm.
But the album, I'm gonna give it 7.5. 7.5. I know we're not supposed to do this, but it's hard not to compare it to other Taylor Swift projects when it's like when we just got what the Carter in 13, then they got 15 Carters. We just got the last Carter, and it was so hard to appreciate it without comparing it to the other Carters once you get through with it. Every Nas album we compared to Stillmatic, every J album we compared to Reasonable Doubt. So I'm gonna give it 7.5. I think, like Stan say, I would recommend if you want a good listen. I would recommend this. It's a great sound, great feel good stories in it. There's just a little bit of controversy also. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10.
All right, I'm with Stan. I'm giving this album an 8. Yeah, I'm going with an 8. I thought this album was really good. It was really consistent. Like I like pretty much every song aside from one. Very consistent, very good all the way through. If this album had like just maybe one of them ones, like
One
one
of
of
the
them
ones.
ones, this album would probably be like a 9. But I'm used to Taylor Swift giving me one of them joints. Like, where's my like Maroon,
Yeah,
Anti-Hero, you know, Dear Rita. Like I'm waiting for one of them ones, and I didn't quite get one of them ones, but it's still a lot of damn good songs on here. It might not be any 10s, but it's a lot of 8s on here. So for me, I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. Um, and I don't know if y'all want to do a top 5 songs, but let me pull the track listen up. I can give you my top 5 songs.
I'll give you my top five right now.
All right, go ahead. I'm having trouble with it. Go
Um, actually, romantic is my favorite one. You know, I like drama, right?
ahead.
I'm gonna put honey in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna put No, I'm not a bad bitch. No, this isn't savage, but I'm never gonna let you down. I'm gonna put
Eldest
eldest
daughter.
daughter.
Yep.
Um, I'm gonna put Elizabeth Taylor at 4. Now this is tricky. This is tricky. The fifth one is kind of tricky though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I want to put um father figure or Ophelia. If I had to choose between father figure and Ophelia, nah, I'm gonna go father figure. I'm gonna go father figure.
Okay.
So, um, actually romantic father figure, um, honey, Elizabeth Taylor, and what's the other one I said? Oh, eldest daughter. That's my
Okay.
5.
All right. My 5 is going to be. I'm not putting them in order. I'm just going to just name them. Elizabeth
Me
Taylor.
either. I didn't have mine in order either.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, uh, Wish List,
That's another good one. God damn.
Honey. Damn, yeah, in Life of a Showgirl. That's tough. That was a couple I was looking at because I wanted to put father figure in there, but I'm gonna go Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Wish List, Honey, and Life of a Showgirl. That's gonna be my 5. And we're gonna close it out with Stan. You got a 5?
Not really. I mean, I guess if I had to name
Oh,
5 songs, no, if I had to name 5 songs that I like the most, it'd probably be um, "Life of Ophelia," "Eldest Daughter," "Father Figure." Um, actually, I canceled. We
oh,
didn't talk
Cancel
about that
was.
song.
And too, we didn't
We
even
didn't
talk
talk about
about
that
that
one.
one.
We
That
didn't
was a
talk about
good.
that
That
one.
was a
Yeah,
good one too. Shout out to Cancel.
yeah. I throw "Canceled" up in there, and then Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay. All
Those are
right.
probably the 5 ones I like the
I
most.
think we all put Elizabeth Taylor. I think we all got Elizabeth Taylor in our top 5.
Yeah,
So
for
I
sure.
think that, like, can we say that's the consensus pick, best song on the album? It's in
Yeah,
all our top 5.
yeah. I
Yeah.
would say so. I would say so. So yeah, man, good review. Last thing I would say, man, is if some weird way Taylor Swift sees this video, which would be great, but shout out to you. This album was dope. I enjoyed it throughout. Keep doing your thing. I mean,
Keep doing it.
I noticed some mixed reviews out there, but you know what? There was mixed reviews with Reputation, and I feel like as some time has gone by, I feel like people are starting to go back and recognize how dope that album was. So mixed reviews don't matter in the moment, man. As time goes on, people retroactively look back at it, and their opinions can change. So don't let the
Yep.
mixed reviews get to you. The album was dope. Your pen game is still elite, and I'm
Yep.
excited for the next thing you do. And I'll throw it to Stan. Anything last you want to say?
Not really. I mean, it was an enjoyable listen. Like, and I like the album a lot. Um, again, she's the biggest pop star in the world right now, and to still want to put that kind of um, effort and detail into your music when you are the biggest
Yeah.
pop star in the world, one of the biggest
Yeah.
pop stars in the world, is commendable. So I enjoyed the album. I'm not a Swiftie and that bullshit, but I enjoyed the album. It was great, great, great listen.
All right. Kirk, anything last you want to say?
Well, I'm a Swifty and all that bullshit. You feel me? Fuck all that. I am a Swifty, but I just want to say, Taylor, I appreciate your craft. I appreciate your professionalism. Love your talent. Gonna always support you. Until the next album. Peace.
All right. We'll leave it there. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Till next time. Peace.
Yeah, man.
Peace.